All right, let me test it. This is like a test, right? And then just before I started to pull the footage off the video of this camera, uh, Insta360 has a new firmware I found. And basically it says improved dual track audio between the camera and Bluetooth devices. That sounds like exactly what the mailman brought to the house today.
All right, so you guys couldn't see the firmware update in its entirety. So when you're recording your videos, you want to make sure you take photos of something like that in case it doesn't pick up on the action camera very clearly. So I took a screenshot of that. So how do I insert that screenshot into the video? I'm going to hold my hand on the timeline and pan back to right where I'm going to show you guys the video. Okay, so I'm going to do it, and you can pick your starting point. I'm going to pick mine right there. Now, if you go to the top right, you're going to press, well, no, you're going to press the timeline now. So now the timeline is highlighted in yellow. If you look on the top right where it says trim or split, you're going to press that. And usually in this scenario, because I only want to make a starting point and a finishing point, I'm going to hit split. And then I'm going to find the end of this part of the video where I'm talking about it. You see how I'm still showing you guys the screen? All right, I'm going to find right where I start to pull the screen away from the camera. I'm going to put it right there, and I'm going to hit split. Now I'm going to press the timeline that I just created, the start and stop. Now what you're going to do is you're going to send the screenshot that you've taken of this on your phone, and you're going to insert it just below the timeline here that we have highlighted. So you have to take that picture, send it to your editing device. For me, this is the tablet. So I sent it from my phone to my tablet. You're going to go back on the top right. You're going to hit media. Mine will be quick share because I've sent it via quick share to my tablet from my phone. I'm going to find the picture, and now a timeline was just created below the original timeline. So we're going to, here it is. And you can, if you hold your finger on it, you can move it wherever you want. How do you make this bigger? On the very bottom right of this picture, you see the little two arrows that are pointing opposite from each other. You're going to hold your finger down on that, and you're going to pull it down. And you see I'm just enlarging the picture doing this. You're going to move it up again, and you're going to pull down, and you're going to keep doing that until you get it big enough to fill the screen. And you can put it right in the middle. And this red line going across it, the vertical line, that is your okay, it's centered line. And you just line it up where you need it, and boom, there it is. Now, if you go back to the timeline of this picture, you see it's still highlighted in yellow. If you hold your finger down on the right side of that timeline and you drag it all the way across to the very end of the timeline that it is now currently sitting below, and it's going to automatically snap in. You see how it just kind of like snaps in the spot. Now it's the exact same length as the timeline above it. Now, what you guys can do is the audio from the original timeline, you can keep that in there so that you can still hear my voice. I'll press play so you guys can hear that.
Camera. Insta360 has a new firmware I found. And basically it says improved dual track audio between the camera and Bluetooth devices.
Okay, so we're going to stop it right there. Now, how do you make this come in a little more fancy and exit a little more fancier? You press the timeline of the picture that we just inserted. And on the top right here, you see where it says in animation. In animation is asking you when it comes in to the video, how do you want the animation to be for it? If you press that once, they have all these different options on how it can come in when it comes in. I usually do fade, right? And if you look at the very bottom of this little area, it says like 0.1, 0.5, 1. These are all seconds. So you can have it come in at 1.5 seconds. That's how long it takes to fade in. And then if you press back, it's got out animation. So when you're done with this picture in your video, you press out animation. You can also fade it, or you can just let it just disappear once it's done on the timeline. I'm going to hit fade, and I'm going to put it at 1.5 seconds. So it's going to take 1.5 seconds to fade out of the picture. We're going to press back. We're going to move the entire timeline and press play and watch how it comes in and out.
Insta360 has a new firmware I found. And basically it says improved dual track audio between the camera and Bluetooth devices. That sounds like exactly what the mailman brought to the house today.
Okay, and this will work for videos as well. Let's say you wanted to insert a video. If I was explaining this and I had a video to put in place of this picture instead of the picture, it'll work the exact same way. You just insert the video, you find it, you go back, you'll hit media, you'll find the folder that the video you want to insert into the video, find out where that is. Let's just pick, I'm going to pick camera. I'm going to add this video clip, this 33-second video clip, just to show you. You see how it started right here? In order to get it to start at the beginning of this timeline, all you have to do is you can either hold your finger down on this video, and you see how I'm able to move it, and it'll automatically snap into place. You see how it automatically finds its way at the beginning, and then you do it like that. I can press the very first original timeline, go to the back of it, press the timeline that we just inserted of this video, go up to the top right, split, and you see where it says trim right. Because I don't want everything to the right of where this little red line is right now, I'll hit trim right and it'll take away everything to the right of the video. Now you have two options here. Because this video has audio as well, it's highlighted in yellow. So every timeline that you touch, if it's highlighted in yellow, all the options you see to the right of it is going to be options for that video in that timeline. So I want to take the audio out of this video clip. I only want you to see me in this video while still hearing my voice on this original video. So you make sure this video that you just inserted is highlighted, and you look for mixer. And this is all self-explanatory. Anything with sound. You see on the top here, it's got this little speakerphone. You press it, and now the video is muted. If you didn't want to mute the video, but you wanted to raise or lower the volume, that's what this dial is for right here. You can make the volume on that inserted video that we just put in louder or quieter. These are just the channels, left and right channels. Like if the audio is too much to the left, if you've recorded with a microphone that was more left dominant, then you can just go find the channel that is being dominant on and balance it out to the other channel so people can hear you. Who are listening with headphones, they can hear on both channels. Auto volume just basically tries to balance the audio of your video clip with the rest of the entire video. So we're going to mute this video. We're going to press back. Now, if you want this video clip here that I just inserted to take up the entire screen of this video while it's in play, you double tap. You see how I have my pointer on the screen over my chest in the video? I'm going to double tap this entire thing. And now see it goes to full screen. And once again, you can do it in animation. I can do slide left, so it comes in, sliding to the left like that. You guys just play around with this. I don't have to spoon feed this into you. We can go all the way to back. We can press back on the top right. We can do out animation, and you can pick all kinds. Snap down. You see how it exits, slide up. There's so many options you guys can pick on doing this stuff. And that's what I got for you in this video. Thanks for watching.